Hey Grace family, Pastor Heidi Torgerson coming to you again by video this week to share with you some important information about our worship life together in this time of continued social distancing. We're going to be making some significant changes to the way that our worship has been unfolding. And so I'm going to use this time to share with you the specifics of the information that you need to know, and then also to share with you the whys behind some of the decisions that the staff and the council and I have been making. First, you need to know that beginning this Sunday, Palm Sunday, we will temporarily be suspending the practice of live streaming worship directly from our sanctuary. Instead, worship will be made available on our live stream link, comprised of elements that worship leaders will have pre-recorded in their homes. And second, starting this coming Sunday, Palm Sunday, we will be temporarily moving away from the practice of 3 Sunday morning services, and instead we'll be posting just one unified worship service at 10 o'clock on our live stream link each Sunday morning. Similarly, during Holy Week, we will be having just one Maundy Thursday service and one Good Friday service. Each of those services will be made available on our live stream link at 7 o'clock p.m. next Thursday and Friday, respectively. I want you to hear a couple of things from me very clearly, people of grace. First, I anticipate that these changes are only temporary. I fully expect that we will go back to the richness and diversity of 3 worship services each Sunday morning and of live streaming those same services from our sanctuary as soon as it's safe for us to gather again. And second, I want you to know that these decisions were not at all made lightly. Worship is the very heartbeat that feeds our life together as God's people. And these decisions were intended not at all to detract from that heartbeat, but instead to deepen it. So why? Why are we making these decisions? First, we're making these changes to our worship life because we love our neighbors. We know that the incidences of confirmed cases of COVID-19 are growing exponentially in our state and in our local communities. The science is also clear that it's entirely possible for someone to be carrying and passing on the coronavirus even when they don't have any symptoms of illness at all. So while the risk to an otherwise healthy group of worship leaders gathering in our sanctuary for the purpose of live streaming worship might be relatively low, even a small group gathering creates that many more opportunities for the coronavirus to pass from person to person, even when people don't know that they might be carrying it. And that, in turn, amplifies the risk for the most vulnerable people in our families, in our lives, and in our surrounding communities. So we're making this decision because we love our neighbors. Second, we're making these changes to our worship life because we love you, people of grace. As I've been praying over our worship life these past several weeks, there are a number of things that have felt very important to me. First, it feels important to me that we create opportunities for worship that foster a sense of connectedness and intimacy, not just with God, but with one another. That kind of intimacy is hard to create when you are mostly spectators in a worship service that's unfolding in a mostly empty building in which you can't join us. Second, it feels important to me that we have opportunities to engage the participation of so many more members of our congregation in worship than would be possible if we were continuing to live stream from our sanctuary. So don't be surprised if many handfuls of you hear from members of our staff in the coming days and weeks, inviting you to participate in our worship in different kinds of ways in the coming weeks. And third, it felt important to me to create worship experiences that don't feel like church-like normal, except just done online. Nothing about our lives is normal right now, and I think it's important that our worship reflect and embody and honor the fact that nothing is normal. I anticipate that there might be some grief. Many of you have experienced great comfort in seeing the building and seeing our sanctuary, even as we're not able to gather in it together. These decisions mean a loss of that sense of comfort for some, absolutely. But we also trust that God will show up in all kinds of surprising ways, building connections with one another and building connections with God as we get creative about how we praise God in this time of social distancing. So I want you to hear my gratitude for you, people of grace, as we step out in courage and creativity together. And I want you to hear my deep gratitude for the incredible staff at Grace who have been rolling with every punch and who have been working around the clock to develop the technical and other kinds of skills necessary to bring you worship in a different kind of way during this difficult time. Deep peace, deep blessings to each of you. I look forward to seeing you in worship at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings on our live stream link, and next Thursday and Friday during Holy Week at 7 p.m. each of those evenings. I thank God for you.